In a new file, create a JavaScript object with the properties and methods you want in the library. These properties can be of any type, including comments, with the methods containing code just like you would write in an expression. Then you need to remove the variable declaration, or everything before the opening bracket. This is because expression libraries aren't interpreted as JavaScript files, but rather a modified JSON format. You then save the file with a .jsx extension. This tells After Effects to be less strict in interpreting the file than it would be with JSON. This less strict parsing is what allows you to add functions, which aren't allowed in standard JSON. Then, import the file into your After Effects project. It's also a good idea to place the file in any compositions where it's used. That way After Effects will include it when reducing the project or collecting files. To use values from the library in an expression, first you need to assign the library's code to a variable. Here we're getting the footage item with the name library.jsx and then assigning its source data, which is the contents of the file, to a constant called expressionlib. To access the properties and methods we added to the file, you write expressionlib.propertyname or expressionlib.methodname, just like you would with an object that's in your expression. Moving code into a Jsx file means you can share it across expressions and projects, updating it in multiple places at once. There are some differences between writing expressions in After Effects and in Jsx files, since the pre-processing done to your expressions isn't done to code in a file. This means you need to prefix native attributes and methods, such as speed, wiggle, and name, with either this property or this layer. You also need to use the vector math functions when performing math operations on arrays. This lack of pre-processing also means that code will run faster when it's in a Jsx file than within After Effects. We use expression libraries a lot at Motion Developer for creating and scaling boxes, animating without keyframes, and more. In a future video, we'll go over how we write these libraries in TypeScript, with auto completion, testing, and a fully typed expressions API. If you have any questions about expressions, JavaScript, or anything else, feel free to leave a comment below or reach out on Twitter.